Here's your lineup for your Pure Stock feature event. 15 laps is the distance. On the pole in the car number 20 is Greg Hoare. Outside of row number 1 in the 44 rent is John Ford. Inside row 2, the Pellairs ventilation number 23 is Kyle Pellairs. Outside, the big block auto and farm supply number 21 is Brett Proctor. Inside row 3, out of Marquette, Manitoba, the Archangel Fireworks Santana Kennels Ford. This is the 9 of Les McRae. On the outside, driving the Westbrook 1K is Kevin Delane. Inside row number 4, in the car number 16 is Evan Schroeder. Outside, the 33R is Rod the Rat Delane. Alex Hebert driving the 92 car, sponsored by Portage Automotive. He is inside of row number 5 in the 9th starting position. Driving the 2 rent is Don Connors. And finally, inside of row 6 in the 11th starting position, Ethan Friesen in the 3 car. 15 laps is the distance, as the field being paced by the good-looking Ram, courtesy of Winnipeg Dodge. All right, should be 1 to go this time around here in your street stock feature. One to go. All right, 50-50 draw, $191. We'll do it after one of our feature races. $191 as the pace in the field picks up. Greg Hoare, John Ford on row number 1. 15 laps to go here in your Pure Stock main event. Rob Como looking them over as they pick up the pace. Green is out. We are racing. Greg Hoare with the hole shot. He is your leader. Pellairs second. Here comes Les McRae in the big Ford number 9. Proctor on the move as well in the 21 car, as is Kevin Delane in the 1K. Heads up, we've got a spinner and a collision. Heavy one in turn number 4. That will bring out a yellow flag here in lap number 1 in the Pure Stock division. Understand the caution is on the car number 44. 44 draws the caution. That is, of course, the 44 of John Ford, who started on row 1. Well, I'm joined up in the booth right now, ladies and gentlemen, by the 2011 and 2012 Street Stock Points Champion. Of course, Street Stocks compete here on Thursday nights at Red River Co-op Speedway. Sean Tunis out of West St. Paul. Some exciting stuff happening this Thursday. Tell us a little bit about what fans can expect to see on Thursday here at 7:30.
Well, this Thursday, the MDRA Street Stock Tour is coming up to Winnipeg. This will be the 3rd race in the tour. You can expect to see top-notch drivers coming up here. I've talked to a few of them. You'll get some of the best drivers from northern Minnesota and northern North Dakota coming up, and we'll put on a heck of a show for you guys.
Tell me something about the Street Stock division. A few years ago, it was almost dead. It was almost finished. Now, you guys have more cars than almost anybody. Why the resurgence? What happened?
I'm not too sure. I mean, a couple Pure Stock guys got into it, and it doesn't take much to get a quality Street Stock now. You can find a real reasonable Street Stock ready to go, and just get them out. It's an easy class to get into, get your feet wet. Car maintenance and just learning is great.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a little bit about your championships. I've known you won 2 here, 2011 and 2012. How are you liking your chances for this big race on Thursday here?
I feel pretty good about it now. We got a brand new car for this year, a Player Motorsports race car. Our last few finishes with it is a second, a win, a 4th or a 5th, and another win with it. And we've figured some stuff out on Sunday with it, and we're looking really good for Thursday here.
Great, thanks very much. That's Sean Tunis, driver of the Grand Prix Amusements number 39, 2-time Street Stock Points champion. Green flag. Wow, look at the traffic. Is that 4 wide almost on the back straightaway? Unreal. Kevin Delane in the Westbrook 1K. He's not afraid. Look at the, oh boy, we've got spinners. We've got spinners in turn 3 and 4. Tough break there in the pure stock division. We were getting ourselves a great race going, and now we're under yellow. These drivers obviously very, very competitive here in this pure stock division. Caution, we understand, is on the 2 rent of Don Connors, who started in row 5 in the 10th starting position. Car number 20 being shown in the lead now, Greg Hoare. We will go back to the last completed lap of racing, and that is how they will line up. Your first feature of the night, the pure stocks. All right, rearranging the lineup and getting set to go for Montana's Cookhouse in the pure stock division. The All-Star Collision, Big Block Auto and Farm Supply number 21 is Brett Proctor. I do not believe we have a single lap in yet, so what we'll do is we'll go back and line them up side by side, nose to tail, with what remaining cars that we have left. The 44 rent, John Ford, earlier took a caution, so he will not restart on row number 1 on the outside. Brett Proctor was outside of row 2, so he will likely move up to the front row here on the restart. All right, well, we got a second here. We're up in the booth with Amber Balkan, driver in the Northern Lightning Sprint Association. And understand, Amber, for 2013, you have a little bit of a different arrangement.
Yeah, I'm used to owning my own car and getting my sponsors together to have my own car. And this year I'm actually driving for Wally Butler Racing. So it's an awesome experience. It frees up some more time to do some other types of racing. I raced a 360 Outlaw Sprint with the NOSA Sprints last Thursday. I had a lot of fun with that. So I'm excited for this year, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
No doubt about it. I mean, those Lightning Sprints are fast, but how about those big ones, huh?
They got a little more horsepower, but I'll have you guys know that they ran the same lap times last Thursday as these guys are doing here tonight. So the Lightning Sprint's definitely a fast and competitive class, and super fun car to race as well.
You've got one for sale, don't you?
I actually just sold it, Darren.
Oh, you're kidding. Good for you.
Yeah, just sold it, but I'm sure there's lots more up there for sale if anyone's interested in getting in one. It's one of the cheapest classes to get in and definitely the most fun.
All right, that's pretty cool. Now, I imagine you're going to head to Grand Forks for the World of Outlaws Sprints this weekend?
Absolutely. World of Outlaws Sprint is the best of the best in the world, and I'm super excited to be watching it this Friday, and hopefully in a couple of years I'll be racing against them.
There you go, Amber Balkan passing Donnie Schatz and Steve Kinzer. Well, that'd be cool. All right, so 15 laps remain on the Pepsi board. We have, well, about 7 minutes into this race so far, but no laps complete. Your pole sitter in this one will be Greg Hoare in the number 20. That's how it originally was. Brett Proctor moving from outside of row 2 to outside of row 1. So Proctor joining Hoare on row 1. Green flag is out. Here we go. Greg Hoare takes the lead. Great action down the back straightaway. Les McRae in the Archangel Fireworks 9 on the inside. He might have something for the 20. Kevin Delane in the Westbrook Manufacturing 1K into second spot. And now challenging for the number 1 position. Action all over the place here. We are racing pure stocks in the feature for Montana's Cookhouse. Les McRae now taking a run at the 1K of Kevin Delane. Side by side into turn number 3. Delane sliding up just a bit. The Ford sticking to the bottom of the racetrack. And we've got a Ford out of Marquette in the lead. Heads up, the Montana's Cookhouse 2-rent almost getting smoked on the back chute. Kevin Delane is your leader. Great racing up front in the top 5 or 6. Wow. Rod the Rat Delane on the move in the car number 33. 10 to go. Les McRae in second spot, holding on. Rod the Rat Delane now in third. This is going to be a good one. Good racing going on in the back of the pack between the 3 and the 16 of Schroeder. Really, 3 packs of good races. Rod the Rat Delane getting traction now and looking inside the big Ford of McRae, and he closes up on him now. Rod Delane inside of McRae. Yellow flag is out. Yellow car at the bottom of turn 4. The Montana's Cookhouse MacDon 2-rent rolling down the front chute off the pace. Flat tire for the Portage Automotive number 92. That's Alex Hebert. And he'll head off to the pit area. I'm just going to make sure, but I do believe they get a 3-lap tire change rule here in the features, meaning that they will pace 3 times around. If the driver that went off for a tire change can get it done in 3 laps, that is 3 yellow flag laps, well, he'll be allowed back in the race. All right, 9 showing on the Pepsi board, so that means we've got 6 down. Now you're looking at that clock there on the flag stand. Well, what that does is when that reaches 0, if it gets to 0 during the race, and if there's another yellow flag, regardless of the amount of laps that are left on the Pepsi board, the race automatically goes green, white, checkered. So the idea behind that clock, it gives the drivers a reasonable amount of time to finish their feature. But if they don't get it done within that time clock, well, they lose, or they could lose, a lot of laps. All right, orange cone back on the front chute now. 9 showing on the Pepsi board. The Westbrook Kernhill 1K of Kevin Delane is your leader. He is the 2012 Pure Stock champion, finding himself out front once again. Of course, Nick Adet, who drives car number 20 in the Midwest Modified division, actually tied with Kevin Delane last year in the Pure Stock division. So we had co-champions last year. Nick Cadet, and the guy that's leading this race right now, the 1K of Kevin Delane. One to green, here we go, next time around. The Central Archangel Fireworks Santana Kennels number 9 is second. He is out of Marquette, Manitoba. That is Les McRae. Alex Hebert in the 92 car, sponsored by Portage Automotive, gets a new skin and comes back out onto the racetrack on the back chute. He will rejoin the field tail end as a result of going into the pits for a tire. Green flag is out. Here we go. Les McRae battling with the 1K of Kevin Delane. That's been a great race throughout and continues to be good here. Rod the Rat Delane now coming up to join the party with the 1K of Kevin Delane. Clock almost reaching 0 now. But don't forget, if it stays green right to the checkered flag, that clock will not matter. Santana Kennels number 9 starting to pull away now. That big Ford is working well. Being followed by a couple of smaller and lighter Camaros. Whoop, the 1K and the 33 almost get together. Family affair, Kevin Delane in the 1K, Rod the Rat Delane in the 33. Les McRae in the big number 9 is pulling away from the field slowly here. The Ford appears to be getting better as the race goes on. Rubber Ducky Resort number 9. Wow. Earlier it looked like the 1K had him pegged, but not anymore. Oh, troubles for Kevin Delane. He loses the handle and the 33 goes by. This time around, your race leader, the 9 of Les McRae, will be coming around to take the white flag, indicating one more to go. All right, pure stock race now coming to an end. Checkered flags out. Les McRae is your winner in the 9. Second spot, Rod the Rat Delane. Third, the Westbrook 1K is Kevin Delane. Pellairs and Proctor in the Big Block Auto and Farm Supply number 21 ends up in the 5th spot unofficially. All right, well, we're going to get Les McRae up to the Victory Lane stage here for a quick interview. And next up, we have the 4-cylinder stocks. Just a reminder, fans, we are back here on Thursday night. Of course, Thursday night right here at 7:30 with the MDRA Street Stocks. That's going to be an exciting event. But right now, I'm going to ask that y'all get your 50-50 tickets out. Please get your 50-50 tickets out. What was it, 191 bucks? All right, $191. Hats off to the Snow Stompers, doing a great job here each and every week selling 50-50 tickets. We're going to draw a lucky number right now, and here it is. Winning number is 058792. 058792. $191 is a big prize here tonight. All right, Les McRae takes the sweetest lap in motorsports down the back straightaway. The big Ford number 9, sponsored by Archangel Fireworks and Santana Kennels. First time winner for him in 2013, so great job for the team from Marquette, Manitoba. Les, of course, makes his living as a police officer during the day and comes out and races at our Montana Mondays. His brother actually used to race a super truck here on Thursday night and now races a modified. The Central Hydronics Rubber Ducky Resort, J.D. Hogg's Standard Limestone Quarries number 9. Longtime racers are the McRaes, of course. Johnny McRae raced at Brooklyn Speedway many years ago, and his sons are Les and Lee, and Les right now, for the first time in 2013, is in Victory Lane. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Les McRae. Well, a great battle with the 1K of Kevin Delane. Rod the Rat Delane was there, but towards the end of the race, Les, you happened to get away from him. Did the car get better all of a sudden?
I think I just used my smarts a bit more. I settled down. I found a nice groove that worked well for the car. It seemed like it had lots of power, and it worked really well for us.
That's a big car, but it sure seems to handle.
Yeah, she's a big car, all right. You get in some of the bumps, and, man, it rolls and bounces. You hear all sorts of weird noises, but it seems to work, so it's good.
All right, any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Oh, for sure. I'd really like to thank Johnny McRae Truck, and he's our main sponsor. He supplies the trailer and the truck. And we got Bonafide Carpentry, Santana Kennels, Central Hydronics, Archangel Fireworks, Bonafide Carpentry. Oh, and there's a whole bunch more. Scrapyard, Duckyard, Rubber Ducky, Cool Signs. And I'd like to say thanks to the Children's Rehab Center. They've helped our family out quite a bit.
All right, how about it, ladies and gentlemen, your Pure Stock winner tonight, Les McRae out of Marquette, Manitoba. Great job right here as we get set now to go with your 4-cylinder stocks.